Hello, welcome to the Climb to 1800. Now, if you've been watching me for, I don't know, some time, you might be wondering why I look slightly dead inside. And that is because I am recording this so late that it might be considered so early. But since I haven't slept yet, it is still technically the same day, so I have not failed the challenge. I do not think that today will fare so well for me because I am very tired, but I am going to hope for the best, and I'm going to try to play my best, and I'm going to try to keep it a bit quiet because my entire family is sleeping. And again, it is early. It's not late, which I'm not going to disclose the time, but you can use that however you will. And Father, if you are watching, I will not be questioned on this tomorrow. But yeah, so this is just the exchange in a slightly weird way. I know that the best move is probably to play knight c6, but again, I'm not studying the Caro-Kann anymore because I'm studying the Najdorf. And I suspect that I'll start employing that in my real games in, I don't know, I'll give it like, I don't know, maybe around day 70 or day 80. By the way, today is day 50 of the challenge, so thank you guys for sticking around. It's really starting to like have been going on for some time, which I'm really enjoying. And I usually take there. I can slide back, but I just prefer to simplify. And because my light square bishop is going to be a bit weak anyway, or not weak, but bad, since so many of the pawns are on light squares. And what the heck? That's weird. He takes with the G pawn. I assume it's because he thinks I'm going to castle kingside, so he wants to get the rook on the open file. But I don't know. We're going to see if I can take advantage of the pawn weakness. Maybe I won't be able to. Who knows? Not going to think too hard just yet because it's still pretty early in the game. Although I am noticing now that rook g1 would actually... Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, rook g1 would have been annoying there because then I wouldn't have been able to play bishop g7 because that would have dropped the pawn. But now I can play that because I can meet rook g1 with castles. So I'm not too afraid of it anymore. And yep, so he does play what I expected, and I'm going to just play this. Now he can play this, which I'm noticing is a little bit annoying, but I can meet it pretty easily. Yeah, I can meet it pretty easily with this. So I probably should have calculated it a little bit sooner, maybe, but am I afraid of it? No, I think I'm totally fine here. However, he can play this, and I'm actually walking into a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I might have walked myself into a little bit of trouble here. In fact, I might have already been lost. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have castled there. I probably should have played this. I don't need to think, because obviously I can't play this. That drops this. And after I play knight h5, he can actually just push this pawn, attacking it with the queen. And yeah, I might actually be in quite a bit of trouble. Wow, have I really messed this up this badly? Here. Then what? Then I slide over. And then he plays, queen takes, and it looks like I'm dead lost. But at least I survive. Wow, this is not what I was what I was hoping to be playing today. That's for sure. But as I said, I'm very tired, so I'll use that as my excuse. I really don't want to give up the exchange. But do I have anything to live after this? If I had just one more move, I could play that, but I don't. And yeah, this is actually very annoying. I think I'm going to have to go for it, even if I don't like it. Yeah, even if I don't like it, I have to go for it. I'm thinking that this move is pretty much automatic. If he doesn't play that, I can equalize super easily. But wow. I walked right into that. It's actually funny how many times I've fallen for that exact theme in the Caro-Kann in this opening. I've fallen for this exact type of thing so many different times. And I think that now I'm going to have to slide out of the way. Then takes, takes, and I'm just gonna have to live in a terrible position. So I believe this is that my only move is to slide over. I really don't want to give up the exchange, even though giving up the exchange might be the best option at this point. Do I really have to? No, because after all this, and then maybe trades, I do end up picking up this pawn if he lets me. I could also, yeah, no, I have to do it. I have to. I have another option. You know what would be a boss move by him? Playing this, not even taking. And now that I'm saying that, that would be a terrible move. What am I talking about? Sometimes I just say things. But actually, now that I'm looking at it, that might actually be a pretty good move. So maybe I wasn't onto nothing there. Maybe that would be the more annoying continuation. But nope, he just takes. Then takes. I'm assuming he's going to take this pawn with his queen. And then we're going to try to trade the rooks. And obviously we're in a way worse position. But we're going to have to live with it. And I'm going to have to play fast because I'm very tired. And I think that trading the rooks here would be a mistake for him. Yeah, that's probably better. And I can't even pick this up, actually. Wow. Oh, yeah, I'm fully lost. But we're going to try to make something of this position. I could play this, then takes, and I'm actually not even that bad. But that weakens this pawn quite considerably, so I have to keep my eye on that. I'm nowhere near any ideas of trapping his king, obviously. And yeah, we're just fully lost. But again, we're going to have to live with it. And actually, trapping his queen isn't impossible. If only this square wasn't here, I actually would be trapping his queen right now. But unfortunately, that square is here. So after bishop f8, he can go queen h5. And then I believe that he's fine. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's looking fishy here. Here. Do I have any way of protecting that square? I really don't. Ideally, my knight would be here, and then his queen would be trapped. But that isn't how this is happening. So, bishop f1. Queen h5. I can just... And then he's actually attacking this pawn, which actually is quite annoying. Then trades, and no, that's just bad for me. That's just bad for me. How can I work my way out of this mess? Can I? I'm actually not even sure. He's probably going to double this. Try to double. Obviously, you can't do it right now, but... How... Is there any possible way I can work... Okay, so actually, I do have a little bit of an idea. I'm going to try to be a little bit sneaky. Maybe I can play for this fork. But that's actually not my big idea. My big idea is to actually get my knight... Oh, wait. For some reason in my head, is to get my knight here. It's a bit more active. Okay, and he's just going for the immediate checkmate. Obviously, this is going to be a mate. And I can stop it, thankfully. But can I stop it in a pretty way? I don't think so. Actually, stopping it's... I totally missed that move. Stopping it is very difficult. I can play this, but that drops this pawn. Oh god, yeah, I'm dead lost. I'm not even like a little bit lost, I'm just dead lost. Wow. This is what happens when you play chess and your brain isn't working at like how it should be working. Yeah, because I have to defend this pawn. I would like to play queen here. Obviously, that doesn't work in this case. And obviously, this doesn't work because takes, and I can't recapture. This doesn't work because he just captures with the queen, and then I have no follow-up. Yeah, I mean, my only move is to play here, isn't it? Give up this pawn. Yeah, I mean, that's my only move. I mean, this is literally the only move that doesn't get made it in one. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous gameplay by me. Wow, this is so bad. What do you say about something like this happening to you? And probably most accurate for him is to just take this pawn. Like, just straight up. Because, I mean, it's just free, and then I can't defend both of these. So I'm just fully lost. Thankfully, I do get one of the pawns back after here. I can take here. But then he captures here, and I don't even get any hope of redemption. So yeah, looking like a pretty quick loss. No, Wake up. If I could restart this game, I would, but can't do that. This is chess. And I'd actually be okay if this pawn wasn't hanging right now. I don't know what he's thinking about. Taking this pawn is definitely his best move. Although that does hang this with check, which that's probably what he's considering, actually. So maybe it's not as black and white as I've imagined it. Yeah, because takes with check. He has to move. I actually get a second pawn, and I defend this pawn. So actually, in that position, it's actually not terrible for me. Now that I've actually analyzed it and not just felt sorry for myself. It's not that bad. Except it actually is, because takes here with check. He moves, I take here. He has this... No, he does not have that fork because my bishop would take him. So never mind. And you know what? I mean, at my level, I mean, I hate to say it, but like, I could still win this just because of my level. I don't mean that I'm good, I mean that I'm bad, just to be clear. But yeah, this fork is never going to happen because he's probably going to want to defend this pawn on the next move if he doesn't capture here. And if I ever play this, then he can just capture there. And my idea is nothing. Okay, so he does just capture there. We've already talked about this. This is pretty much the only move that we have. Okay, he captures. Makes sense. And I mean, I'm assuming that I should capture here with tempo. He can take here, but then after takes, I mean, he'll only be up one pawn. So that wouldn't actually be the end of the world. And yeah, I mean, it's really not even that bad. I mean, it is that bad, but it's not that bad. If you catch my drift. Okay, but we do need to think, because I feel like there might be some tactics here. Obviously, we don't want to hang this pawn, and he's kind of double attacking, so maybe there aren't any tactics. Maybe I do have to just take. Then he's probably going to want to trade queens. But I mean, this isn't an elementary endgame at all. I'm assuming that I should just capture here. And then if he takes with the knight, I think he actually loses the knight because then I go here. So yeah, I'm gonna force the queen trade pretty much. He could take with the bishop, but I'd be happy to get that bishop out of here. Just trade it off because my knight's in a bit of danger anyway. So yeah, if he takes with this knight, I play this, and I win the game. But not really, because then actually he would give me this check and trade the queens anyway. Missing everything today, apparently. So yeah, I mean, he's fine no matter what he does, pretty much. He can choose whichever pawn he fancies, pretty much. So yeah, okay, and he does take with the queen. I think our move is pretty much automatic. But let's look for alternatives just for a moment, just humor. Just humor me. Takes, obviously. Then I probably want to slide this rook out of the way, but then maybe he doubles. Okay, takes. I go here. No, because then he picks up this bishop. So takes. I'm going to move my bishop back here so I can laterally defend, get a strong bishop. Then I'm going to have to defend this pawn. I mean, yeah, his queen is too dangerous there. I can't let it be. Okay, now he's attacking this bishop, of course. So we're going to have to move it. Where to? Here's probably good, but then he's going to win another pawn. Yeah, he's just taking everything that I own. Yeah, this is kind of a lost cause. One move is I could go here first, but then you can actually... No, never mind. Here, he takes here, then he wins my bishop. So never mind. That does not work at all. I'm going to have to move it somewhere. I'm going to have to move it here, then he's going to probably take there. Then I do win it back, though, because... Well, actually, no, because then he can go there. Wow. I'm just fully dead lost. Okay, well, I think I have to go here to stop him from infiltrating here. But then again, I'm not sure that's actually a threat. And my knight's going to be hanging after he moves his bishop, so... Yeah, I think that here is probably my best play. To try to live a little bit longer. And, yeah, he can kick out my knight and win my other pawn now. Of course he can. But actually... Not so clear, because... No, anytime that I want to attack... Okay. That's a bit odd. I wasn't expecting that. He tries to... Obviously, I can't capture because it's defended. But... He just kicks away my bishop. I'm not totally sure what the point there is. Where do I go? I don't really want to go there. Because then he can probably double up. I can probably go here. That's probably fine. Restricts his knight quite a bit. It looks okay. It might be asking for long-term problems, though. But then again, every move I make right now has a long-term problem, so I can't be... beggars can't be choosers. No, here takes... No, sorry. Here. I move somewhere, then takes... Then... I move here. Then I'm actually okay somehow. Yeah, I'm going to have to go there. But this game is a lost cause, I believe. Just because he's going to pick up the second pawn really easily in the very near future. But actually, after he kicks me out, it's not so simple to grab it, because I can build up pressure on this one. Then I can move my rook over here to the f-file. So, blunders can still be made. Never think a game is over until checkmate is played on the board. And I am very thankful that my king is on the dark square, because otherwise his bishop would be a checkmating threat. But yeah, he's probably going to take both open files, kick out my knight, something like that. Something of that sort, to that effect. And I'm just trying to see where my most natural path for my knight is. I need a better plan than the one I have right now, because I currently have almost no plan. But I also but I also currently have almost no brain power left, so that's also a consideration. I do not like the fact that both of my pieces are undefended. I'm probably gonna have to move my bishop over here at some point very soon. Because thankfully there are no discovery attacks on my bishop yet, because I can just take I could take the knight and that type of thing. But wow, I was not expecting that. So he wants to move his knight and attack my rook, which I guess is a move, but can't I just attack here? And then if he moves this, I capture here first, and then I take his bishop. Yeah, I'm just going to play it. Nothing really to lose at this point. He could take my knight first, but I'd be fine with that trade. I'm lying. I didn't see that. Okay, instead he moves directly back. Yeah, I was lying. I just fully missed that was hanging. What to do? Yeah, I'm regretting my last move. Actively regretting it. Okay, I'm just gonna reinforce this pawn, I think, because if he takes here right now, I go over here. And wait a minute, sorry, no. If he takes there right now, I take him back here. What I meant to say is if I play here, then c3, then I move here, then it's actually a bit of an annoying buildup of pressure. So, and I don't want him to be able to take this pawn for free in the future. I don't want him to have his choice over which pawn he takes any longer. But, yeah, this is definitely dead lost. However, at this level that I am playing at, I'm not sure it's all that clear. Yeah, he plays c3, so he's going to try to take the pawn on the next move. But I'm not going to make it easy on him. I'm going to play here. And if he takes here, then actually I can't even take there, because then he... No, I can, because any move that he makes attacking my rook, I can recapture with my own bishop. But this is not peak Fambu level gameplay quality that you guys are all so used to. He can just defend it with the rook, but then I'm going to not let him take this pawn anymore, obviously. I'm going to adequately defend it. Or I might even slide my bishop over, but then he just captures, and takes, so never mind. But I am going to put my opponent to the ultimate test to see... I'm going to make him work for every single bit of advantage he wants to squeak out of the position. And I think that an incorrect move here would be taking here first, because then I take with the knight first. If I take with the bishop first, then he captures here and captures here afterwards, and I lose a piece. So after bishop takes f5, I have to play knight takes f4, then knight... Okay. And, I mean, I just discussed this. Otherwise I would put more time into it, but I literally just talked about it. He has no useful discovery attacks on my bishop, which is nice. And I am threatening to take this pawn if his bishop ever moves, which is also nice. So I have one or two things going for me. He only has a one-pawn advantage, so... He might have actually fumbled his lead a tiny bit. Not a bunch, but maybe a little bit. What? What? Wait. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? He's just trading. That's not a... That does not call for a what. He's just trading. For some reason, I thought he blundered a piece, but no, not at all. I don't even know what I was just thinking there. But we're going to ignore it. I guess he wanted to relieve the pressure on h3. But, I mean, his pawn advantage is just this one, pretty much. And then his other advantage, though, probably the bigger advantage is the fact that his king is much more free than mine is. Like, closer to the action. And the second I say that, he takes away that advantage. So I probably want to take... What do I want to take with? That's actually a pretty important question. If I play here and he plays the check, I definitely don't want to move because that would give up this pawn. But if I take here, he's going... Actually, he can't even really come in that much. He can come in there. Then I push this, and he can't actually come up. What do I take with? If here, check, I have to go back. But then he actually plays here, and it becomes a big nuisance to be able to defend. Wait, what am I talking about? Here, back. He plays here, I take his rook. Okay, I'm going to take it with the king, or yeah, king, because I don't want to have to spend another tempo moving the rook. And if he lets me, I'm going to push this pawn. Okay. So, of course, he wants this pawn. But, I mean, I can just push it up and kind of create a strong place for my bishop to reside. Although my king... I mean, my king is locked out now, for sure. But I don't think all hope is lost. He has some checks, but none of them are that useful, I think. Yeah, none of them seem to do much besides give him a small dopamine rush, which is useful in chess, I suppose. But yeah, I think that, I mean, materially speaking, we're pretty much equal. He's up one pawn, but positionally, I'm in a very bad place because my king is completely cut off from the game. He's infiltrated my 7th rank, and I have almost no counterplay because I'm kind of tied down to protecting this pawn. I mean, yeah, he plays the dopamine move, but I don't think that's actually a very good move because now I get my king closer to the center, closer to the actual game. And that bishop is kind of misplaced. Okay, so I think he wants to play this check, winning my bishop, but obviously I'm not going to let that happen. Where do I want to go? That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is a fork, which I'm not going to allow. I mean, I really only have one square to go, and that's over here, so enough thinking about it, just gotta play it. And obviously, he has a repetition. He can play here, I'll play back over here, he can play here again, but I would be shocked, to say the least, if he went for a repetition here. That would be insane. So yeah, we're just going to try to grind out the endgame and hope that opponent makes a mistake. It all stems back to me blundering in the opening. And that goes back to the thing I was saying of, like, take the time in the opening so that you don't make stupid mistakes. Like I did. I mean, like I should have done. I mean, I did make a stupid mistake, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that he wants to start trading pawns, which is going to be very annoying for me because he's up a pawn. So how do I want to proceed? It would be nice if my king was more active in his rook. If I can get the rooks off the board, I think that I'm actually in a better position. So if I play here, he probably goes there. Then I can go up. If he gives me the check, I actually run up, and that's probably good for me. I probably just want to play a waiting move anyway, because I don't really have anything to do right now, besides hope and pray. You can play this to try to shift my rook away, but after I move it, if he attacks my pawns, I can kind of just push my rook up. And then if he ever plays bishop b7 to try to get at my pawns, I can actually come back, and I would have done annoying things to his position. He's trying to bring his king up, which is understandable. I think that I have to try to trade the rooks. And if he trades rooks, I'm happy here. Because even though it's bad to trade while you're down pieces, his rook is dominating my king so much. And he plays what I thought he was going to play, so we're just going to move up. And I did just realize if he goes here and here, then I actually don't have bishop or rook back winning a piece because he can give me a check first, which would force me to move, then he would take my pawn. So that's annoying. But we're going to try to avoid a situation where I would allow that to happen. And we're definitely going to try to be testing. So I assume that he wants to play this next move. But I really would like to trade these rooks. So what can I even do? Wow, this is really bad for me. If I can give him this check and then go after this pawn. Then takes. I come in with tempo. He has to move it. That might be my best option. Because otherwise he's just going to walk his king down and like win everything. Alright, I'm going to try to go for it. Nothing... I mean, I'm giving him a tempo to walk up. But I'm going to try to break down at his pawns. At his pawn structure. So I'm going to go here. I'm just trying to be as testing as physically possible. He does have the option to take this pawn now. But then I take here with tempo. Yeah, and he can't play that. So, yeah, he actually can't really defend this pawn except for playing bishop here. Which is definitely a move he could play. Which is actually very annoying. I hope he doesn't play that, but he probably will. But then I'll just have to move my rook back. Or something. Or maybe even play for back here. Or, yeah, play back here. If he brings his king down, I have to play back here. He pushes his pawn. I'll have to make it up on the spot. I really have nothing. And in my dream scenario, he lets me off the back rank somehow. But I doubt that's going to happen. Okay, he gives me a check first. Obviously, we're not going to go up because that would blunder the discovery. So I think this is kind of another meaningless check. I go here. Yeah, and he defends his pawn, which makes sense. But now I can harass him again and defend my own pawn. And I mean, he went where I thought he was going to go anyway. Maybe my best option is to just try to bring my king over. Or even to... No, I can't trade. I can't trade the exchange. Yeah, this is dead lost. Dead lost. Maybe if I play here, here... I've got to set up some kind of trap. Okay, I have a trap in mind, but there's like a 1% chance it works. If I can play this, he plays down this, something else. Wait, if I want to play, okay, wait. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna kick his knight out. I mean his rook out. That seems pretty sensible. But what I'm really playing for is him blundering going up here. Oh. Sorry, family who's sleeping. Wow. That's one way for a game to go. I feel bad. I feel bad. Wow. That was not my idea. My idea was to just try to get my king off that rank for the first time and try to relieve some of the pressure or the annoyance of, the pressure on my pawn. I can't even speak straight. I'm too tired. But yeah, I mean, now I can win this game. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lose this. Up a piece. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm not going to lose this. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to focus because he is up some material, and this might not be elementary anymore, or elementary. But I mean, this is over. As long as I don't blunder, this is over. I'm going to walk my king up. Maybe I even do sack something. I'm going to win these pawns. I'm going to push. I'm going to be Gucci. As they say. I'm going to play this. And actually, that was probably a bad move. I know, it was fine. If he ever pushes this, trades, I mean, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, dude, you're dead lost now. I mean, I'm going to bring my king up. Thankfully, this is not a fork. My king can just take. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lose this up a rook. I'm surprised that he blundered that, but, you know, it happens to the best of us. However, I have lost, or drawn from positions like this before. I mean, there's a good possibility that I don't know how to win this endgame. But I'm hoping that's not the case, because I'm probably going to be able to queen something, even if it requires sacrificing my rook for this pawn. Once my king is up there, at least. So, yeah, this game is over. Sorry to break it to you, buddy. But we're going to see what he tries. He can try this. But I don't think it's going to work. Because if he plays this, I can play this. And then after, if he captures here, I mean, I'm just way faster than he is at the end of the day. Okay, takes. Okay. And I'm going to try to be as accurate as I can. As I can be. Okay, I'm going to play this. Completely stopping his pawn. And my rook is obviously defended. He has no way to dislodge to get in to dislodge my bishop. I'm attacking his bishop. I'm going to run up here. Actually, no, I'm going to run up here and win this pawn. And there's absolutely nothing he can do. Because, I mean, I'm just going to play all on the dark squares. And he has zero hope at this point. So, very surprising ending to this game. Opponent is still fighting, but it's going to be in vain. And I'm expecting the resignation to come in pretty soon. But maybe not, who knows. He might just want to play on until it's over, which I can respect. I don't think that move actually has a threat. So I'm just going to come up with my king. And I'm going to walk all the way up here and win this pawn and then win the game. And it's kind of funny that the majority of the time that he's taken to think, I believe, has been ever since he blundered his rook. It should have been before that moment, probably, in my opinion. But, you know. You live, you laugh, you learn. Okay. Well, I'm going to bring my king up still. I'm going to trade this if I have to. Then I'm going to win all this. It's completely hopeless for my opponent. Okay. He wants this pawn. Why give it to him? Why give it to him? Because now now everything is on a dark square. It is going to be completely impossible for him to win this game. Okay, he wants that. I mean, I can even no, I know. Why would I do that? How do I win this most easily? I think that my easiest way is to probably play here, attacking his bishop. I'm just going to keep literally everything on the board on the dark squares. And eventually I'm going to chase out his king. And yeah, I mean, check, check, and he's going to lose the pawn. So he's going to have to go up if he wants to keep it. Then I'm going to give him this check. Or he can do that. But now I have this check, I believe. Or actually, why would I do that? It's better to go down. I have this check. And now he's going to be forced to leave defense of this pawn. Or push it. Either way. He's lost. And if you guys want me to cut out parts like this in the future, let me know in the comments. But I mean, I'm going to keep it in for now just because I like to chat. I like to giggle a little bit, you know, in the early morning, the very early morning. I haven't slept yet, so it's still technically the same day. I haven't failed the challenge. But if this is too elementary, then feel free to skip ahead to the analysis or just leave the video. Up to you. And I'm going to be singing my song, my chess winning streak song. I've won the last 2 games, and this will be the 3rd game, even though the game that I'm talking about, starting that sequence, actually, no. Technically, I've won 2 games in a row, not counting this one. But one of them was the one where my 1600 rated opponent literally just didn't play the game, so I'm not sure I should count that. Okay? And why give him any hope? No hope for you. No hope for you. And I'm going to try to trade in the very near future if I can. Okay. Actually, I should probably just walk my king over. Everything is on the dark square, so he has literally nothing to attack. Which is very funny. And eventually I'm just going to trade my rook for his bishop. And I'll attempt to do it now, but it probably won't let me do it now. Because if I trade this, take here, okay, expected, just going to keep on moving up. And if he moves his king here or here, I can pin his bishop, then take it. So everything is winning for me right now. There's literally probably not a move I can make that would be losing. Okay, I'm going to do this. And trade this. Is there anything flashier? Nope, just going to take here. And I'm going to take this pawn. And this win is obvious. This might actually be a draw or something if I didn't have my other bishop, but thankfully I do have my bishop, so I can force him to make some moves. And eventually my king is going to get out. He's going to have to make a move. And here, wait a minute. I actually don't want to lose this or blunder away anything. So if I go here, where can he go? He can only go here, here, and then I walk out. Yeah, this is winning. 100% winning. He can no longer trap in my king. And this will be a queening pawn. Now I'm going to make sure I'm not stalemating, but I mean, come on. And he finally resigns. And we have a new high in the speedrun. Why do we keep on saying speedrun? This is by no definition a speedrun. In the climb, 1522. Let's go to the game review. Let's see what I could have done better, because I definitely was losing that game for most of it. And yeah, I was completely lost for the majority of the game. Like +2, +4, all that. So it's 69 for my opponent versus 74% for me. Yeah, terrible game for both of us, but particularly for my opponent in the end game. Let's see what happened. And I'm very tired, so I'm going to keep this pretty short. Yep, all this is pretty normal. Taking G is wrong. Yeah, then this is a mistake. I'm not surprised. I should have developed here probably. That makes sense. Maybe maybe he actually wanted me to Fianchetto. Oh no, just wanted me to bring it out up here so I can double attack this. To build up some pressure. I didn't do that. I played this. Then actually all this is fine and I'm winning here, but okay, so that was my mistake. What should I have done? Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the retreating move. Wow, so I walked into all those complications myself. That's a really good move for me to see because I totally missed knight e8. Wow, and yeah, that would have been incredible for me to have played, but I didn't. And yeah, like I thought, this is my best course of action moving forward. Except I lost to his great move. What should I have played here to kind of hang on a little bit more? Should have traded I thought was pretty bad though. Oh, then I kick out his queen. Queen h5 and then... Okay, and then I guess I defend myself. And this is actually almost equal, so... My biggest mistake was playing this because of this check, but I actually did not see this check at all, and then I had to play f5. And what should he have done? Because that seemed like the best move for him. Oh, it wanted him to just attack a pawn. Oh, it wanted him to defend the pawn before he starts taking everything in my position. But yeah. Oh wait, I shouldn't have recaptured with the queen. I should have taken with the knight. I mean the rook. And then I assume I would have captured with the queen anyway, but moving here was wrong. Should have captured the rook first. Then attacked it. Then moved away. So I got the order wrong a bit. And we both missed a bunch of stuff. Here, I don't know, it's funny how the computer labels this as an opportunity to make a checkmate threat, as if he wouldn't take this. But anyway, yeah, that was a bad move. What should I have? Okay, it really wanted me to take this rook. Jeez. That's almost funny. So we're pretty much both playing. Okay, okay, I get it now. It really wanted me to take this rook. Okay. Point received. Message taken. Let me guess. Yeah. Okay, I'm not even gonna look at that. Okay, all this is... Okay, I should have taken back with the rook. Okay, it really wanted me to use my rooks more, I guess. And yeah, like I said, this is completely lost. What should I have done here? That was my only move. Wait, it wanted me to play here, but what about this check? Oh, that's not even that good. But then here? Oh yeah, I guess there isn't much because I moved out of the fork. Okay, so instead of moving my king out of the fork, I should have moved my bishop out of the fork. But I was fine. Should have brought my rook in to be a bit more active, but this is all very much lost for me. Okay, should have brought my rook to the open file. I don't know why I was trying to trade there. Yeah, by the way, I don't know what I was talking about trying to trade here. Trading here would have definitely been an incorrect thing to do for me because he's up a pawn. Okay, and it really wanted me to get into the f file. Not totally sure why. I guess it's to attack his pawns, but I don't know. I'm tired. I'm excited to go to bed after a good win in chess. Well, I guess not a good win, but okay. It really wanted me on the f file. It really wanted me on the f file with my rook. Yeah. Then he blunders because he just gives away a free rook. Just to be clear, that was not my idea here. My idea here was something like this. Then I don't know. Then if he brings his king down, my idea was to lay a trap of like this. Then say that he played. Actually, what was I talking about? Because even if I did get this check in, he could always just go backwards. I guess my idea was here. Then if he goes here, this is checkmate. So that my idea was to play rook here, king goes to a5, and then checkmate over here since this bishop cuts off the escape. But I was playing the definition of hope chess while I was trying to set that up. And thankfully, he just blundered his rook instead. And then the rest of this is not worth much talk, I suppose. Seems I had the reasonable ideas. Everything here was winning, so it doesn't really matter what I play. So I'm just going to fast forward. And taking goes best, then all this is fine. Yeah, by the way, this move, bishop g3, is interesting. If I, wait, oh, I've access, oh, this is really cool. This is a new feature on chess.com. There's a table base on it now. This wasn't here before. That's really cool. Wow. However, I was considering playing king g3, and that would have been a draw. That's insane. I'm so glad I didn't play that, because then obviously this happens. Then if I give him the check here, then he's just totally defending. And if I ever try to play this, I can't do anything because it's a stalemate, right? So very glad I didn't play king g3. Instead I played this, and yeah, then he resigns, because obviously that's pretty simple, elementary type of game. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow. I won't be so tired, and goodbye.